Hello everybody and welcome to the Nexus Gaming series. My name is Jason and today we are bringing you a marathon of replay casts because we got to get these in quick while they're available to us on the tournament realm. So I want to give just a big shout out to Blizzard for actually making this possible. These replays are shut down in the regular client, but they said, hey, we'll put it on in the tournament realm so you guys can go ahead and cast them. So I'm going to get started on working on that today. And let's see if I can't get this actually changed over to the right camera scene. Hey, there I am. Hey, everybody. I don't know if you guys can even just hear me over the music. Feels bad, man. But anyway, thank God this isn't on a delay. But either way, we actually have our first match already queued up and ready to go because that's how replay casting works. So let's get on in here. Game number 1, Clouded Minds versus Pigeon Stitches. We'll jump right on in. On the left, we're going to see Swing on the Liming, Tiger playing Azmodan, Star Knight going to be on the Anubarak, Double Dam going to be on the Artanis, and Weenus playing the Lucio. Meanwhile, on the right, Pigeon Stitches, we've got Fox playing the Alarak, Black and Avian on the Blaze, Killer Fry on the Diablo, Deaf Child Area on the Junkrat, and Slava going to be on the Deckard. Alright. Got that already in there. Well, let's get on in here to game number 1. I actually don't know how this match went, so don't ruin it for me. But we'll see our customary 5v5 in the mid. There's a couple of good teams out of D West. I believe at this point they were still probably top 5 to top 3 each. I know Clouded Minds have been looking very good in the standings all season. So we just recently had Pigeon Stitches on a double feature for showdowns this week, so this game from the previous week of play for them. Actually, this one's from the 15th, so just 4 days ago. Never mind. Was this 3 games in a row for Pigeon Stitches? Feels good, man. Either way, we're going to rotate on back into the mid. I'm going to start to try and get this Azmodan stacked. No Joe available, but Anubarak's going to help clear a little bit with all the extra summons. Junkrat trying to find a mine there onto Tiger. Not quite going to hit the mark there to get Azmodan displaced, but right away, quick rotation down to the bot here for Double Dam. On the other side, we see same happening for Pigeon Stitches. So both teams doing a nice job of prioritizing the camps to start. Down in the bot lane, back and forth we'll go for our solo lane. Pretty much even on XP for these teams so far. Taking a look at these level 1s, pretty standard talents across the board. You'd expect the amateur opponent on pretty much any map. But I like it on this map for that extra speed and camp taking. 33 on the globe count right now for Tiger, so off to a good start here in the first couple minutes. They'll pick up a couple more up in the top lane. Weenus doing a nice job getting those crossfade stacks. New Lucio, something we're going to be studying up more and more here in NGS as we go along. That's actually a little loud. Go ahead and adjust the sound just a smidge. By just a smidge, I mean about half. Alright. So, looks like both teams going to rotate out and grab their respective siege camps before we get started on this control point. Control point A in the mid lane for our first go around here. There's a slight bit of an advantage if you can get Deckard onto these spots early to throw down some potions for the side of Pigeon Stitches. And it looks like they are going to own it first. Right now, 4 members up in the top lane for Clouded Minds, so we're going to get started by clearing out the opposing siege camp. Deaf Child Area is here to try to respond, but just as one, not going to be able to do a whole lot of work on that. Ming even going to throw out a little bit of a combo onto the wall But potions are being placed in this area by Slava, so when it comes down to team fighting later, I think we're going to see Pigeon Stitches own the early part of the fight off of that swap. Not quite finding a target there from Double Dam. Both teams do possess one of those turrets as we head into this first objective. You can see right away, health bar is a little bit in favor of Pigeon Stitches from all those built-up potions, but we'll see the first turret go down from Clouded Mines. Getting the silence in now on the other side onto Star Knight. He's going to have to burrow charge away. Weenus getting a little bit low, but they turn onto Killer Fry, and he's taking a lot of damage. Finally, the turret going to go down for Pigeon Stitches as we hit overtime. Trying to pressure back Clouded Mines. The stun comes down onto 2 from Black and Avian. Star Knight digging across on the other side, though, getting rooted. And we'll be able to take down Black and Avian there for the first blood of the game. And that was something Clouded Mines really needed there. Swapping onto Fox, actually. Put a little bit of extra pressure, but they will take the point back. Still 99% though for Pigeon Stitches, and they're getting Blaze back in 3 seconds. So they don't have to be too overly aggressive here. They might look to put down some poke damage. But it looks like for now, Junkrat is going to go up the top. And actually the displacement put this, put this guy in a very interesting area up here, where he was not, he's not in range to get hit by the tower, but was kind of out of the minion wave. Very interesting. I love it. Meanwhile, it looks like all members are coming back for the side of Pigeon Stitches. They've still got a few percent leeway, but they're going to go ahead and get in on it to get started. Killer Fry down to about half health to start, but multiple members of Clouded Mines getting low on the other side. They are going to pick up the Artanis, Li Ming, and the Lucio as well. Huge team fight there for Pigeon Stitches, going in deep, getting the damage done. And just like that, they're going to have themselves the first Triglav protector of the game. They're going to start by marching it up the mid lane here. Typically, we see a lot of teams grab the front wall and then race up to top because they want that well up in the top lane before the next objective. Deaf Child area out soaking right now. And it's a nice lead right now for the side of Pigeon Stitches. About a level to start this off. We're going to see the top part of this wall be focused first, and they're going to be putting the damage into the well. And that will be enough there with the jump in and the laser. The laser beam of death. Tiger actually trying to put a laser beam of death as well, but Protector is going to be all right for now. Actually, kind of on the wrong side of the fence there, but they will be able to get the gate down. And they will back on out, but still, they do get that well in the top lane, which is exactly what they were looking for. Not to mention the front wall and mid, so nice grab for Pigeon Stitches. They're also going to have level 10, which give them the confidence to rotate in onto this support camp. Give themselves a little bit of an item advantage for the next objective. Help out the Deckard healing a bit. Orb build Li Ming coming in here from Clouded Mines. So Swing going for those big orbs to the face to kind of try to... doesn't want to be outdone too much here by Asmodan. Oh, but nice invasion coming in from Pigeon Stitches. Weenus trying to stay in, but gets hit by the root from Deckard. Will be able to actually wall ride away, but Double Dam is on the wrong end of this. He's going to try to back out. Lightning Breath is going to be enough. Killer Fry going to finish him off. But it looks like the camp was grabbed and then immediately put down by Clouded Mines. So they do get the kill, and I think they might have capped the point for Pigeon Stitches and gotten the XP. But they do not get the turret out of the deal. Still definitely worth the trade. Lightning Breath for that extra XP and the turret. Riptire used as well there, it looks like. Those heroics will be up in plenty of time to be useful in the B control point here. Both teams grabbing their respective camps on each side. I was wondering why that took so long, and then I looked down who was here. Yes, that makes sense. Killer Fry gonna pick himself up a turret though. While Camp being grabbed up in the top lane by a couple members of Pigeon Stitches. Let's take a look at these heroics as each team now gets to level 10. We've got Drop Bunker along with the Lornado, Lightning Breath, Counter Strike, and the Riptire. Meanwhile, for the members of Clouded Minds, they've got Blackpool, Disintegrate, Web Wrap, the Sound Barrier, and Suppression Pulse. So you see a little extra blinding onto the members of Pigeon Stitches. I actually might have liked to see the Purification Beam come out here. But either way, Lightning Breath coming out is he's going in deep on the backside, and Azmodan gonna get blown up there. Pigeon Stitch is able to find a nice isolated kill. And good timing on it too, as there's only 15 seconds here before the control point. Azmodan will only be up a couple seconds before this comes in, and we'll still have the full rotation from the Hall of Storms to make. Yes, this is the tournament server, Ektar. Say hello. Very, very nice of Blizzard. I can't praise Blizzard enough for doing this for us. I really appreciate it. We'll see if we can get all of these matches queued up, but it's quite a lot. There was about 50. That's a replay cast, so I'm not going to do them all tonight, but you know, we'll see what we can get done. Either way, Pigeon Stitch is up 2 levels right now, almost 3 there. It was 3 for a second, but now Clouded Mind's going to go ahead and rotate around, look to try and pick up level 13. Worth noting that this team is definitely a scaling squad. Azmodan going to get stronger and stronger as the game goes along. Weenus on that Lucio going to hit a giant talent tier spike at level 16 in terms of power level. Mark Zombie with the raid. 22 people. Hello, everyone. And for some reason, my alerts are not working. I'll try and figure that out after this match is over. But thank you very much. I see you. And I see everybody in on the chat. We're doing a marathon of replay cast, so strap in, stick around, and Pigeon Stitches is going to go ahead and strap on into this protector that they've gotten up in the top lane. I still like this call from Clouded Minds, though. You know, they don't really feel like they have the ability to contest without level 13. They've got this massively late-game scaling comp. Level 16 Arcane Orbit, going to be huge for swing on that orb build Li Ming. Of course, Azmodan going to get stronger and stronger as the game goes along. But they're dealing a ton of damage to this protector. This thing is getting shredded. Riptire going to come in, double dam in a little bit of trouble on the front end of this. Actually, the telekinesis in. Got to proc out the sound barrier from Weenus as they try and get double dam out. Just barely dodges that hand from the protector. That sidestep. We're going to see a massive combo there with the Lightning Breath and the Lornado. But they're not quite able to keep Weenus locked in long enough, but Double Dam not so lucky. Gonna end up going down here. So it is a 1-for-0 exchange. But look at the orb stacks coming in onto Azmodan. That's gonna finish the first half of that quest. Meanwhile, we'll see Ripper Air coming out there from Deathchild area. Well, maybe a little out of place, but they end up backing up and grabbing themselves another turret camp. Oh, the chunk! Woo! Tiger says hello. That hurt a bit. But either way, they're going to be fine. Level 16 now in for the members of Pigeon Stitches. Clouded Minds have a long way to go before they see level 16. We do have that mid-fort down to get a little bit of extra XP, but, you know. Not gonna be huge. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that a little more after the game, but yes, thank you to Blizzard for letting us do these replay casts. For the next week or so, calling all casters, looking for replay casts from that period of time. Teams trading out on each side. Clouded Mind's gonna grab a support camp. I love that call. We see all the members down in bot. It's kind of an old Dreadnought adage. Don't respond to a losing situation. You know you're not going to win anything going down to bot and trying to defend that fort, so what do? You put some pressure on top, you get yourself a support camp. Clouded Mind's doing exactly what they need to do to try to stay into this game. If they just keep playing patient like this, get to the level 16, they could come back in this one. See Blackened Avian grabbing himself another turret. These guys just don't have enough toys. And again, I love the call. Clouded Mind starting to rotate in, thinking about it. I love the call that they were thinking about making. They didn't quite make it. If they'd been a little faster. But of course they don't see where Pigeon Stitches is, so they had to call that one off. But you had any form of scouting, like maybe the globe just being put on the point, see how many of them are there. That could be a really big rotation and opportunity for a gank. Steal yourself a turret while you're at it, but plenty of time again for Clouded Minds here to get the level 16. Glass Cannon coming in from swing, so she's going all the way for that globe build. The globe build, the orb build. It's the Asmodan does the globes, Li Ming does the orbs.
Secure it to activate the protector.
Yeah, Mongoose, that's okay, man. You know, you're doing God's work with those Div S casts, so don't worry about the replays. We'll get this. I gotta pump those numbers up. I'm only up to 40 right now. Those are rookie numbers for this season. Cat being grabbed by Clouded Minds. They now have their level 16s, and there it is. Arcane Orbit, Rejuvenescia. So many power spikes here. So this is really when you start to fear Clouded Minds a little bit. Level 20 going to be even stronger, but Suppression Pulse going to be started. Going to scout out the members. Swap not quite finding its mark. Killer Fry going to jump on in, instantly hit the Lightning Breath. Sound Barrier in response though from Weenus. Riptire going to the back, just dealing a ton of damage to swing. That is not what you want when you got Glass Cannon, but the battle range is on. Slava actually coming out of the cocoon now, was cocooned on that conveyor belt for a while, but now coming back in, putting the healing potions down, and Double Dam gonna fall along with Lucio a little bit earlier there. And just like that, Pigeon Stitches looking so strong here. Killer Fry gonna get off the conveyor belt and get in. Oh, and Li Ming going down as well. Alarak saying hello. Fox was not done with that team fight. I was done with it. I think the rest of Pigeon Stitches were done with it, but Fox says no. So we are going to see the members of Pigeon Stitches pushing in here on the bot lane. Now this is going to be a rough moment. This should be keep for sure. And Star Knight and a few members go down here. Oof. This could be the end of the game. Pigeon Stitches still having a very healthy protector here. Still about 50% health as we see the fall onto the keep. Double Dam trying to get in there. Does have a lot of PvE damage, but the silence comes down along with all that damage, and Artanis is going to fall. We're going to see Riptire coming out as well. Tiger going to be pulled back into it from the telekinesis. Oh, that's some good synergy right there, ladies and gentlemen. And they're just going to beat down the core, focus it down. And game number 1 going to go over to Pigeon Stitches. Kind of in control of this game throughout. Meanwhile, we've seen a lot of control this season from Clouded Minds in Div D West. Now, of course, this isn't going to quite line up, but the good news is we're not going to get a bunch of zeros like with all my other casts. So this is, of course, pretty awesome. You know, and I love the concept and the build from Clouded Minds, but a little bit too much late game, I think. You kind of want a balance between your squad, so you have a little something to pressure early to pair with that Asmodan. Meanwhile, I mean, you can see it, the numbers, like the damage numbers are good, but there's not a whole lot of kill pressure when you got double long-range backline like that. Artanis really becomes your only true kill pressure, and he doesn't. I don't think he quite has the mobility to make up for that. How poke and backline all that was. Plus, you know, of course, you got so much dive and frontline harass there, especially with the Riptire post 10 from Pigeon Stitches. Junkrat, who's not a dive hero, but that Riptire will certainly dive. But we'll give you guys one last look at the talents and the builds these guys were going. Yeah, yeah, 7th. They did. They basically gave us the tournament realm. I'm pretty freaking excited. And I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make sure to get these replays in. But let's get going on into game number 2. I'll go ahead and turn these over. I'll tell you what, I love live casting. I love casting in pretty much all forms, but to be honest with you guys, I think replay casting might be my favorite because I just get to watch these games in a very swift and efficient style. And just go from one game to another real quick. And these teams swapped sides on me. What a bunch of trolls. That's okay. We can figure this out. I think we'll get there. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have game number 2 coming right at you. That's gonna be on Infernal Shrines. I almost called it Battlefield of Eternity, but then I looked at the map and was like, oh, there's 3 lanes here. So this time on the left, we're gonna have Pigeon Stitches. We've got Slava playing the Deckard Deaf Child area, playing the Junkrat, Killer Fry on the Anubarak, Black and Avian on the Sonya, and Fox playing the Maiev. Meanwhile, on the right, Clouded Minds, we've got Double Dam playing the Nazebo, Swing playing Kael'thas, Star Knight on the Arthas, Tiger back again on the Artanis, and Weenus going to be playing the Rhaegar. Tiger looking for that cheeky early swap, but Pigeon Stitches is not going to have any of that. Slava throwing out the potions nice and early here in mid. Toad build coming out here from Double Dam on the Zebo. Don't get to see a lot of this hero. Replay casting is my jam, mostly because I don't have to do any live transitions in OBS. That's true too. That's fair. That's fair. Star Knight going in with that Frost Aura, trying to find something. Fox actually teleporting around, pull Star Knight in. It's kind of where he wants to be anyway, but up in the top lane, we'll see the early rotation. Tiger versus Black and Avian. Nice little swap there. And Artanis going Marksman this game. Not worrying about the PvE damage. Oh, they're going in on the... Yeah, Black and Avian's got to be careful here. If you don't have the spin for that self-healing, yeah, Artanis will eventually out-trade you with the way his shield mechanic works. Kind of looking for a swap. I kind of don't want to leave because I knew that. I'm glad I stayed. I'm glad I stayed. All right, let's take a look at what's going on down here. So close. So close. Well, that's a assured kill, right? You get the swap. Oh, wait. I'm keeping my eye on it. We're gonna. I see you, Tiger. All right, so ooh, camp invade going on down here. Swing in all kinds of trouble. Gonna back out. Gravity Lapse coming out though, and Sonya does fall in the top lane while all this is going on. Too much action. It's all over the place. But Tiger gets the kill up in the top lane. Camp stolen in the mid by the members of Pigeon Stitches. Very nice rotation by these boyos. Meanwhile, Killer Fry in the mid just trying to push away, but Anubarak, it's a little... Meanwhile, Slava. Okay. Alright. We'll get it eventually. And everybody's just kind of covering all the lanes right now. They're doing good work. Slight XP lead here for Clouded Minds, but that can be explained by the top lane shenanigans. Another swap in by Tiger, but this time Black and Avian's feeling nice and healthy up here. Tiger's gonna have to actually be the one to retreat. No mana. Because Artanis needs to use the resource of magic. Meanwhile, the Zebo falling in the bot lane. Nice gank coming in from Pigeon Stitches. Well done. Even I didn't see it coming. That's how good it was. We'll see an early rotation here by Clouded Minds right onto the point. Slight level lead for Pigeon Stitches at the moment, but they're also just kind of doing the side soak at the moment. Meanwhile, we do see nice tug in here on the tether by Fox. Killer Fry getting kind of low, though. Nice turn from Clouded Minds. The rotation is in, but it's a little bit too late. Black and Avian is going to go down. 2-for-0 exchange here for Clouded Minds. Look at Strong to start out game number 2 here. A Concussion Mine is big, though. Star Knight going to be pulled out of range from his team there. So that'll be a little bit of a pick from Pigeon Stitches in response. But with 28 already grabbed here, I think it might be too late for Pigeon Stitches to steal this away. But tether into the roots. Tiger getting pretty low. Double Dam's not exactly in a great spot, but Fox actually ends up the one to go down here. Tiger getting kind of low, will be taken out by the Deckard Scroll. And just like that, you know, Pigeon Stitches, they really wanted to prove me wrong. I said that there was pretty much no way they could do it, but there it is. They're coming back. It's almost even now. Double Dam actually going in deep on the backside, trying to pick up the last few minions they need. Weenus getting very low. He's going to have to walk away here. But Clouded Minds does manage to pick up the Punisher. But at what cost? 2 are going to end up going down. Hashtag worth? I'll let the audience decide. Either way, you see it. Early rotation up to the top by Deaf Child area. They're trying to get the soak out. Tiger down in the bot. Punisher baited over the wall. Really cleaning up here in mid are the members of Pigeon Stitches. That's nice bait over. You get it punching the fort instead of the front wall, but in an area where all 3 will still shoot at it. That was good positioning by Pigeon Stitches. And yeah, they lost the first objective, but look at the level lead. The side soaking they had going early, definitely paying off here. A couple members of Clouded Minds gonna grab the bottom camp and the back camp at the same time. Fortune favors the bold here for Clouded Minds on this rotation. Gank attempt up in the top, but Double Dam able to escape. Fox gonna have to trot on away. Down in the bot lane. A little bit of a rotation coming in from Clouded Minds. They've got the camp pushing in bot and mid, so opportunity for them to try and force in one of these lanes while the other pushes. Maev now in mid, trying to clean that up. Interesting adjustment in the solo here. Double Dam now up in the top lane against Sonya. Theoretically, the range should have an advantage there, but we'll see as it goes along. Fox getting kind of low. Star Knight is in pretty deep, though. Going to start eating some tower shots. The pull-in is good. Tether was a nice punishment, but still able to make it out there as Star Knight. Tornado not quite going to find its mark, I don't think. Maybe zone a little for Pigeon Stitches as they'll look to go onto their camp. Level 10's now in for the side of Pigeon Stitches. We're going to see the Wrath of the Berserker, Warden's Cage, Cocoon, Riptire, and the Lornado. Level 10's coming in soon for Clouded Minds. They'll have it well before the next objective is active. Black and Avian going to scout it out a bit, but I'll say no thank you to it. I'll think better of that rotation for now. Up in the top lane, Pigeon Stitches. We get a little soak. And actually now going to rotate Black and Avian back to the camp. Fox going to replace him up here. In the mid, Slava finding himself a little bit out here. Going to try to use the Lornado, but it's still 4 members of Clouded Minds. Can't zone them all the way. And that's going to be a nice pick for Clouded Minds right before the shrine comes up. Deckard should still be able to rotate to this pretty quickly, though, but it's kind of a nice grab for Clouded Minds. As you'd like to have your Deckard on point a little bit early on these shrines to throw down some early potions, but Deckard's not even going to be able to make that rotation anywhere near the shrine as it's popping up here. But nobody seems too interested in the shrine. Fox going to find a big tether there, and the Riptire to follow. Hello, Pigeon Stitches. Even without their healer being pretty bold about pulling in Clouded Mines off that rotation. Tiger's going to go down. It is a 1-for-1 though. They lost the Sonya, but on a much lower timer right now after that death. Venus also a little bit low. He's going to have to run back and tap. Double Dam rotating down, but a little bit low on mana. It's going to be Pigeon Stitches that starts off the objective here. We get the first 7. Star Knight, again, kind of isolated out by that concussion mine. The body blocks are in, trying to stop Star Knight from getting through, but he will eventually work his way through past Killer Fry. Meanwhile, Venus a little bit low on the back end. Black and Avian diving in deep for this, but Anubarak the first to fall on the other side. Pyroblast also coming down on the Fox. Vault, there it is. All right. Black and Avian trying to escape. And it is just going to be the Anubarak for now. Clouded Mind's going to take over the point and look to take a lead here on the minion count. The swap coming in with the nice follow-up on the stun from Kel'Thas. Gravity Labs, there we go. We'll see Tiger throwing down the Purification Beam. Ooh, and the Riptire going to be big, catching the Arthas. Tiger getting low as well. Junkrat going to finish that kill off as well. Double Dam being zoned out here by the Lornado. And with just 4 on each side, Swing going to try and get it, but it's not going to be fast enough. Pigeon Stitches had the clear. Swing's actually going to make it out of that as well in the mid, but big win there for Pigeon Stitches. They get a few kills. They're now up the full level. 9-7 on the kill count, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a pure bona fide bloodbath to start out here on Infernal Shrines. And look out, the jump coming in right onto Double Dam. The follow-up stun is good from Killer Fry, but the damage not quite in the area to follow that up. There's the tether, though. Tiger is in there. Gonna get the Ancestral, actually, there from Venus. Nice job keeping him alive, but John Cena gonna get involved once again. Bombs being spread pretty big, though, onto Pigeon Stitches. They're gonna end up getting a couple of kills off of that. The Lornado splitting them up and actually kind of pushing them into the roots there. Fox gonna end up living through that thanks to those Deckard potions. It looks like the Punisher will be finished off here in the bottom lane. Clouded Minds with a very nice defense. Very nice response there. You'd expect to get the fort, and Pigeon Stitches did, but they didn't need to give up 2 members to do that. They just didn't quite have the coordination on trying to follow up those Punisher jumps. Give Clouded Minds a lot of credit, though. That's was almost ugly. It was almost an ugly team fight. Team fight saving Ancestral coming in from Venus there, but we will see the double stun and the Purification Savo onto Slava. Trying to walk away, but not going to be fast enough. The old man, a little bit slow there to be able to escape. Meanwhile, fighting all over the place here. Death Child area getting low. Going to concussion mine the wrong direction. It's going to go down. And just like that, it's a 3-for-0. Clouded Minds coming back in this one, ladies and gentlemen. What was recently a 1-level lead is now less than half a level. And that's before Clouded Minds gets all the extra advantage from being able to rotate around, grab these extra camps, and just in general, having more bodies on the field to get XP. A couple members down in bot lane. We'll go ahead and grab the bottom camp. Now this won't get a whole lot of work done. This thing just kind of pushes on its own. It'll stall up the wave a little bit, but in mid we'll see Clouded Minds go ahead and grab themselves a fort. Worth noting though, the next shrine is going to be up in that top lane. On level 16 now in for Pigeon Stitches, but it'll be here soon enough for the members of Clouded Minds. We're going to get some soak in the bot lane along with grabbing their camp up here in top. By the way, we never did look at those heroics for Clouded Minds. It's been a bit, but it's been a busy few minutes here. We are going to see the Purification Beam along with the Gargantuan, Ancestral Healing, Army of the Dead, and the Pyroblast. Swing taking that spicy meatball of a heroic there. I actually really like Pyroblast, especially against heroes like Junkrat that can't do a very good job of protecting himself from that damage. Deckard also a pretty decent target. You know, we will see Black and Avian getting a little bit low from the beam. Nice swap, but the Riptire up at top is really big. Ancestral going to come out on a double dam and allow him to step back forward. Fox getting low, but going to get some heals out from Slava. Level 16 is in for Clouded Mind, so this is a good fight for them to force. They will be able to force the members of Pigeon Stitches back into their own base. Both teams do have the fort and the well tap available up here on the top. I think we'll just stay up here in God Tier 2 mode. There's just too much action all over the place. Meanwhile, in they go. The fight breaking out once again. Killer Fry getting very low. We'll try and back out with sub 200 health with the super potions coming in. Meanwhile, Black and Avian caught out, way out there, but Artanis gonna die on the other side. So each bruiser maybe diving a little bit too deep on the other side. Neither one able to survive. But Heroics traded out on both sides. Pyroblast, the only one currently available. We will see Star Knight getting stunned, taking a little bit of damage, getting pretty low here. A lot of damage there. And pretty much even on the minion count as well are these two squads. We're going back and forth. We will see the Cocoon coming out on to Nazebo, but the massive Riptire going to get two, and Nazebo going to die off the end of that as well. Killer Fry going to make it out of here and swing, staying maybe a little bit too long. Can Fox get the kill? Yes. There it is. 4 for nothing. And if you count the Artanis kill earlier in that, it's really a 5 for nothing overall. And Pigeon Stitch, or 5 for 1 overall, I should say. Black and Avian did fall during that first bit. But either way, Pigeon Stitch is going to grab themselves the top shrine. And Clouded Minds trying to see if they can do anything here. Tiger just not really having any options on the map. I like this call from Pigeon Stitches. They're going to go ahead and see if they can stall a little bit to try to get closer to 20. Get some of these camps counter pushing out in the other lanes. And then we'll be able to just go ahead and cap that, being very close to level 20 when they do it. They don't want to give up any kills. They don't really want to force a fight before 20. But they definitely want the stall. That trickle XP is going to give it to them if they wait long enough. But here comes the force. This is actually the fight that Clouded Minds want. And Killer Fry just taking a ton of poison damage. His entire health bar is green. Trying to get the heals, does get the heals from Slop. Pyroblast actually gets outranged there off of the Burrow charge. I don't know how Killer Fry... Well, I mean, I know how, but I can't believe it. Killer Fry didn't die there. Took so much damage from those toads. Meanwhile, we will see the 20s coming out here from Pigeon Stitches, along with the Mortar Punisher being spawned. Everybody hates the Mortar Punisher, but I don't know. I think he's my favorite Punisher, especially in the end of the match like this, where he's going to give you all that extra siege damage from those little fire missiles that he throws out. Gives you a little extra area denial too. Nobody wants to stand in those things, but Double Dam getting the concussion mine way into the back, and he's gonna definitely go down here. Gargantuan does get popped, and overall the Punisher was baited over the walls, taking a lot of damage, but in comes Pigeon Stitches now. Tiger also rotating up here, but the huge Riptire gonna put Swing into the corner. Gonna go down there. Venus gonna get hit by the Cocoon as well, but Star Knight there with the Frost Aura to break him out very quickly. But level 20s are here. The keep is gonna fall, and Tiger Getting so low on the back end. Almost gets the kill on Fox, but can't quite find it. Keep will end up falling. And it's a 3-for-0 exchange. All 5 members still here along with this camp. It's going to keep spawning these dogs to be able to be cannon fodder here for the core. As we see, the shields have fallen. And I think this might be it, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't see anything that Clouded Minds can do to defend this. Meanwhile, Star Knight, we pushed out a little bit, but the core is falling. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 for Pigeon Stitches after taking this map here on Infernal Shrines. Big, big win for the side of Pigeon Stitches. This Clouded Minds has been just kind of running over teams throughout the season in D West. But kind of the beginning of what was a pretty good week overall for Pigeon Stitches. They had some great sets this week. And this was the only one I didn't see because nobody saw it because it wasn't casted. But looking at it now, looking at the standings now, with only 8 games, they are sitting at 4th. Clouded Minds, with all 10 games played, are sitting at 2nd place. So not a big shocker. Let's see these two teams looking pretty good. I'll give you guys a look at the stat sheet here. Deaf Child Harriet with so much damage, 82k. Gosh, that's, you know, Junkrat just deals a ton of damage. I just like, it's a hero I wish I had played better because the damage, the raw numbers just look so amazing, and that poke and that pressure from long range can have a really significant impact on team fights, especially when you have good divey finishers like the Maiev, you know, Sonya back there as well, dealing a lot of damage. Just giving Junkrat a lot of room to operate in that match. The rip tires were very, very good, well timed, which is kind of the trickiest part of Junkrat, is knowing when it's time to finally pop that rip tire and look for kills. Or displacement with it as well. But either way, that is going to be it for this set. Pigeon Stitches versus Clouded Minds. And let's do another one. I'm good for at least 2 or 3 tonight, I do believe. Now, of course, you guys will be able to check out all of these replay casts on YouTube. I'm going to post them here to YouTube, and then I'll also add them to the playlists in their own separate divisions, so you guys will be able to find those there as well. So feel free to check those out.